Hi, this is Eric Duhem for the Rebel.media. Today I want to talk to you about what's going on in Quebec with the leadership race of the Conservative Party. Two candidates in that race, namely Stephen Blaney and Andrew Scheer, are courting unions. They're courting the Union des producteurs agricoles du Québec, which is the union of farmers here in Quebec. They're using all their resources to make sure they sell as much membership as they can. And of course, I'm a supporter of Maxime Bernier, so I'm not too excited about it, but you know, politics is politics. But on the other hand, something is very disgusting about what's going on with those two specific candidates, because I do recall what happened in the last general election here in Quebec. Unions were targeting constituencies in Quebec City region to make sure that they have their word, and they wanted to make sure to beat the Conservatives. We're in the only region here in Quebec that is a little bit more conservative, and they wanted to make sure that Stephen Harper's party did not win any seats in our region. I was upset at that, and I came out strongly, not only as a radio show host, but also as a concerned citizen, that we're fed up to see the unions control the political agenda in this country. And I published 5,000 extra books that I've published the year before called Libérez-nous des syndicats, Free Us from Unions. And I distributed all those books during the election campaign freely to all those voters in Quebec. I did even more than that. I've put it online to make sure that another 30,000 people and citizens in Quebec City were able to download it and read about the negative impact that unions can have on politics. At the time, all the Conservatives candidates in this region were very excited about my move and were congratulating me, and were very happy that I was telling voters not to listen to unions to how to vote. So now you understand why I'm disgusted and why I'm disappointed when I see 4 members of Parliament in Ottawa elected in this region in Quebec City supporting Andrew Scheer and going with the UPA, and they're in bed with the union to try to sell membership. And I see another one, Stephen Blaney, running for the leadership of the party with his glass of milk everywhere he's going to try to say that, you know, we have to save the supply management and the corporatist interest of unions, and I'm the puppet of the unions. I'm sorry, what are you talking about? In the last election campaign, we stopped the unions here in Quebec. We've elected 12 members out of 14, and we were very happy that we stopped those corporatists and we didn't let the unions decide how to vote. We did beat them badly, and we're still proud of it. Quebec City today is one of, if not the most conservative city in Canada. We're the only city that had a huge growth in the last election campaign, and now we are with Calgary, one of the very few cities where the Conservatives are overwhelmingly represented. But now what's going on? Well, some of our friends have decided to put their principles in the basket case, and they've decided that if for short-term opportunistic political games, they decided that their principles are not important anymore. Andrew Scheer's campaign and Stephen Blaney's campaign have decided to court unions. They've even created a group on Facebook called Les Amis de la Gestion de l'Offre, Friends of the Supply Management System. They have close to 8,000 members after only a month and a half on Facebook. Imagine, there's only 5,500 members all across Quebec for our party. These people will have 1/4 of the votes in terms of weight when it's going to be time to count who's going to be the next leader on May 27th. Can you imagine the impact of the union? They're overtaking the voice of our members. They're coming where we have almost no members to make sure that they're going to make the difference. And those people are tourists. Don't get worried that those people are not conservative more than I'm a leftist. They are only there to impact the leadership campaign and to have a puppet at the head of our party. That's it, that's all. And they're going to vote for the NDP next time around, or the Bloc Québécois, don't worry. So I'm wondering, why should we allow that to happen in our party? There's already 3 parties that are at the service of unions in Canada. There's already the NDP that has a structure within the union. There's already the Bloc Québécois, the French separatist Quebec version of the NDP. And there's the Liberal Party of Justin Trudeau that is doing very well when it's time to be in bed with unions. We don't need a 4th party sold for the unions, another puppet for the unions' bosses. No, thank you. If that's where Andrew Scheer and Stephen Blaney wants to lead our party, I'm not part of that party anymore. What's their deal? What's the secret deal they've done truly with the unions? Unfortunately, we'll find out only after the leadership race, if ever they vote, if ever they win, but I don't think they can win if we're aware of what they're doing right now. This is Eric Duhem for therebel.media. If you like this video and share my views, please click like and subscribe.